What's up guys, AJ here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about what to do if you feel like you're not getting good expired for sale by owner data, just listed, just sold. You might be using something like Redx, Vulcan 7, Espresso Agent, Land Voice, Mojo. There's a lot of different lead providers, right? And I want to talk about what to do if you just feel like you're not getting a good contact rate. I hear so many times agents are like, Redx sucks, Vulcan 7 sucks, all these different lead providers suck. And to be honest, some of them are market dependent. Some of them, the reality is if it's in a market where they just don't get good data, they don't get good data. That's not a scientific approach. That's what I found in my own experience of calling expireds and getting to the point where I was selling about 100 homes a year with my team. So right now, if you're using Redx and your contact rate is below, say, 7% or so, so meaning if the dialer dials 100 people and you make 7 contacts, that's not bad actually. So if you're thinking that you're supposed to be getting like 20, 30 pickups out of 100 numbers, that's just not reality. My goal was always a 10% pickup rate, but if I was getting above 7%, I knew that it was pretty good. If it started getting sub 7%, I started taking a look at it, seeing, hey, is the data just old? What's going on? Once it got below 4%, then I would just put that in what I called the bag. This would be your archive list. That's just data that you just want to put away. If at some point you're low on numbers, you can go back, run through it. And if you're getting a 3, 4, 5% pickup rate, it's not a big deal because it's data that you've gone through either a bunch of times or it's just older. And that's the other thing I want to talk about, going through the data a bunch of times. If you go through, say, right now we're December 2nd. If you're going through November expireds and you called them all like 10 times, well, yeah, the pickup rate is going to be much lower because you already went through that list and got the good numbers out by making contacts. So the two main variables are going to be age of data, how far back did you go to get the data, and also how many times have you gone through the list. If it's a brand new list within the last year or so, I'd be expecting a 7 to 10% pickup rate. If you've gone through it a bunch of times, or if it's super old, I'd be expecting a 5 to 7% pickup rate. Anything below 5, so 4 or below, I'm looking to put that in the bag, the archive list. You don't want to delete it. It's still good to have. However, that's going to be the last list that I'm calling. I want you to be thinking about segmenting lists, creating lists. That's kind of the key to this whole expired prospecting thing, is making sure that your database is organized and it's not just one, lump of expired data. So right now, if you're using, say, Land Voice and you're not getting a good pickup rate based on the metrics that I just gave you, and maybe go back and rewind and write down those metrics of what you should be looking for, then feel free to switch to something like Redx. Or if you're using Redx, feel free to switch to Vulcan 7, Vulcan 7 to Espresso Agent, Espresso Agent to Mojo. Don't feel like all data providers are the same, because they're not. In my experience, I found the best two are Vulcan 7 and Redx. I found Redx for the cost is the best value. Vulcan 7 is pretty expensive. And I like the Redx data provider, or actually the Redx dialer system, much better than Vulcan 7. So if you feel like you want to check out Redx, if you haven't used it before, if you're not getting good data in your area, or if maybe you're just new to seller prospecting and you want to get a discount, you can save $149. There's a link in the description. I'm an affiliate for the company, so go ahead and check that out. If you have any questions about seller prospecting, how do you do it? How do you get better at it? Feel free to shoot me an email at ajmida@ajmida.com, and my team and I will be happy to answer any questions that you have. We also have a seller prospecting course. There's a link in the description. It's 100% free. There's scripts in there to download, and it's going to go over my exact seller prospecting process to take me from 0 deals to 36 deals in just 2 years. So at the age of 27, I sold 36 houses in my second year from expireds and for sale by owners. So hopefully this was helpful. Quicker video today, but I've been hearing that a lot lately. The data's garbage. This data provider is garbage. I'm not getting good results. But if you don't know the rules to the game, how can you really play the game, right? If you have false expectations, you're only going to be set up for disappointment. So my goal is just to correct that by making this video today. Hope you enjoyed it.